Paris Fashion Week generates roughly $2.7 billion in economic activity annually, but not a single dress sells there. That's the first puzzle. Fashion weeks aren't retail events, they are signal fires. Designers, editors, buyers, and investors gather to watch collections that won't reach stores for months. The actual transaction happens elsewhere. So why do cities compete ferociously to host them? Because the real product being sold isn't clothing, it's narrative. And narratives move money. Start with the mechanism. A fashion house spends $5 to $15 million staging a single week show. Venue, lighting, models, press, logistics. That's sunk cost before one editor arrives. But those editors represent global distribution: Vogue, WWD, Harper's Bazaar. When a photograph from a runway appears in print or online, it reaches millions. That's free advertising worth tens of millions more. The fashion week itself is the lever. The media amplification is the return, but the economics cascade deeper. Luxury hotels book out months in advance. Restaurants charge premium rates during fashion week. Florists, car services, security firms, the entire hospitality infrastructure around a city mobilizes. Milan's Fashion Week injects roughly $1.2 billion into the Lombardy region. Paris slightly more. These aren't accidents. Cities bid for hosting rights because the multiplier effect is real and measurable. Then comes the wholesale order phase. Buyers from department stores and boutiques attend shows. They place orders for inventory based on what they saw on the runway. A single major order can represent millions in future retail revenue. The runway show is the sales pitch. The collection debut is the close. Fashion weeks exist because they compress the selling cycle and create herd psychology. If everyone's ordering the same silhouette, you can't afford to miss it. The scarcity mechanism matters too. Fashion weeks create artificial deadlines. A collection debut gets media coverage, then enters retail windows on a synchronized schedule. That compression creates urgency and prevents discounting. Compare that to fast fashion retailers who drop inventory constantly. Luxury brands use fashion weeks to control narrative timing and maintain price floors. It's manufactured scarcity dressed as culture. The global retail impact is straightforward. Fashion weeks set the calendar for the entire industry. Designers who debut at Paris or Milan establish market authority. Their wholesale prices rise. Department stores stock deeper. The halo effect lifts adjacent brands. One major collection can shift what gets stocked in 10,000 stores worldwide. That's not exaggeration, that's supply chain mathematics. Fashion weeks are the lever that moves the entire machine. So we circle back to the original question. Why does a non-transactional event generate billions? Because fashion weeks aren't about the show. They're about the permission structure. They tell retailers what to buy, tell media what to cover, tell consumers what's culturally current. Nobody in this story is stupid, look at what they're being paid to do. Fashion weeks are the mechanism by which luxury brands convert cultural influence into retail orders and pricing power. This video is for educational and informational purposes only and is not financial advice. Always do your own research. Subscribe for more breakdowns of how the world's wealth machines actually work. We decode the incentives nobody else names. This video is for educational and informational purposes only and is not financial advice. Always do your own research.